In this episode of Sailing Miss Lone Star, we meet up with a friend and his 85-foot steel ketch. He's been hurricane hunting, and he found a hunter, and we're gonna hop on and see if we can find some parts. We explore the beautiful beaches of the Abacos. I'm Aubrey. I've been living on a small boat for about 6 years. I recently bought a pirate ship, and right now she's waiting for masts and rigging in Washington. So in order to earn a few bucks to pay for the project, we've taken on a boat flip. It's a 1996 37 Hunter. Thank you so much to our patrons for making these videos possible. In 2019, the Abacos was hit by the largest hurricane of record, Hurricane Dorian, and Green Turtle Key was badly destroyed. Nearly 2 years later, the island of Green Turtle Key is beginning to return to its original glory. Today we're going to set out and explore the island and get a little sand between our toes. The shelves in the store are pretty sparse. Everything they have has to be imported, and the prices reflect that. We filled the boat with as much food as we could store before leaving the United States, which was a good bet.
So if I had to kind of give you an estimate of how much more things cost here, I would say about 40%. Babe, do you think you can fix that outboard? Sure.
There are as many chickens on this island as there are people, and each morning we wake up to a rooster crowing. I love it.
Hello, how are you? Good.
The water is vibrant with life, and the water is so clear you can see it all from the surface. We have a friend with an 84-foot Dawn Brooks that has a full-size washing machine on it. So we just packed up all of our laundry and we're gonna take a dinghy over there and do our laundry, fill up our water. So it's a floating barge of land-loving luxuries. We head over to our friend Cameron's on his 85-foot Dawn Brooks. For now, we're going to scavenge the hunter that he has tied behind kind of like a tender. We're going to see what we can find. Next time, we're going to show you the inside. And man, is she beautiful. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me. Cam has got this hunter on the back of his boat like it's a dinghy, and he's just pulling it up with the painter right now. We're going to step on board and go check it out. Oh, this is great. The main mast of the Hunter hangs precariously over the massive transom of the Dawn Brooks. And I walk the plank like a true pirate to pillage the parts boat.
This thing's sitting high and proud out of the water. This thing's got freeboard for days, eh? Yeah. I'm not lost, I'm exploring. But it could be because it doesn't have the stick. It's seasick in here.
Yeah.
So the boat floated up from the hurricane and then sat on shore, and then they looted it and left the companionway open, and it filled with fresh water.
Oh.
You can see the water line, like the high water line there.
Yeah.
So I took all the stuff and put it on this boat initially to try and make room on Gadabout to work on it.
Cameron has pulled out the 55 horsepower Yanmar and is selling it on Craigslist for about $7,000. I'll list his email in the description below.
So is this an adequate tender for a 84-foot boat?
Now, let's go have some fun. Every time we hit the beach, we have it all to ourselves.
We look high and low for silver and gold, for purpose and peace, for beautiful relief. Yeah, we look far.
For the full uncut and uncensored version, check the link below.
For heavenly time.
now after a fantastic time at the beach, I'd really like a shower. But first we're gonna need to make some water. So Cyril and I are gonna work on the water maker, which we did get to work the other day, but there's a few hiccups and glitches. So we're gonna work on that so I can get all of this salt off of me. So wish us luck. Looks like water maker works. Wow, that was unexpected.
We don't know if it works. It pumps water, but we don't know if it actually like produces fresh water. I thought you just tasted it.
Not it.
Well, I just took a mouthful of grimy salt water out of old pipes.
Proud of you.
Man, like there could have been mussels growing in there, like microorganisms that are just like not human safe. I just had a whole seafood platter in my mouth.
You're gonna have the poopers later.
Most probably. Look how fast it makes water.
Well, that's great. Take me like 6 hours to take a shower. First part of the water coming through the water maker, going into a water bottle, because that's still salty until the system gets going. So we're gonna let it run for a little bit and then we're gonna give it a test. We borrowed a water tester, and after 4 years of being pickled, she still works. Okay, Cyril has got a project. What's your project?
Okay, so with the water maker, we've got a few things that I'm not too sure about or happy about. There's a little leak, but there is a gasket service kit, and I think it costs about 400 bucks. But the other issue is that the brine discharge is actually being dumped into the bilge. So we went over to Cameron, and he's got a hunter out there, and I scavenged this off. This is a vent. So we're going to be rerouting the brine from the bilge to the sink, which is a direct overboard.
Okay, so
this is an Aubrey decision. Where in the sink do you want this? I was thinking in that corner, which is closest to the...
That's what I was imagining too.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
That's going to look good, eh? Ready, Freddy?
We got a step drill, and we're gonna step it up until we get to the correct size hole, and then we're gonna put the dew hopper in the thingamabob, and Bob's your uncle. So we're gonna take the water tank vent that Cyril nabbed off of the broken hunter next door. It belongs to our friend. Look at that, perfect fit. Now it's a discharge for the brine. There you go. Now, after all of that, we can shower and wash dishes to our little heart's content. Next time on Sailing Miss Lone Star, we take you around to all the local tiki bars. And we give you a full tour of Gadabout. Make sure to check out The Daily Show, where I have over 700 episodes of life in full color. A big thank you goes out to all of our patrons for making these videos possible. Lots of love, and I will see you next time on Sailing Miss Lone Star.